I know that there's a concern on the dairy side, but the numbers are relatively small, and other parts of the country may be affected much more so than us. We have a lot of confidence in our producers. They're used to competing on the world scale, and they'll do that here. And we're seeing reductions in tariffs in grains and oil seeds and in the meats. So those will tend to make our products more competitive over there. You could say that the devil is always in the details, and I know this is an incredibly complex agreement, and so the steps that still need to be taken are the endorsement by Canadian provinces and territories, 28 member states in the European Union, and they're not homogenous. There's a lot of variance within those 28 member states, and then there's all the legalese that needs to be put to it as well. And as a lawyer, I can only imagine what it's like to draft an agreement like that. When you look, for example, at the NAFTA agreement, and by the way, this is a much bigger agreement than the NAFTA agreement, that NAFTA agreement has served Canada very well. It's served Alberta very well. But nonetheless, we still have issues with it too, not the least of which is the mandatory country of origin labeling. And we've been spending a lot of time talking to our American counterparts about our frustration that we can't seem to resolve this issue, which the World Trade Organization has twice ruled on in our favor, and yet we can't seem to get any movement. And I had the opportunity to have a discussion with the ambassador from the European Union just a couple of days ago, and I cited that as the kind of thing that we will be looking for and hoping that this new agreement with the European Union will have processes in place that will allow for a much quicker resolution when there are some stresses.